flash storm on Christmas Eve that has left 6 people dead and 10 people missing at a caravan park in Ladysmith. We'll speak to our reporter Vusi Khumalo. He is standing by right now. Vusi, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I imagine a horrible Christmas family for all of those families out there. Have you spoken to any of them?
Yes, indeed. Good morning. It was a bleak Christmas for the families of Nambit and surrounding areas that is here at Ladysmith on the northern part of the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As it is now, it is still raining. Let me step out of the shot so that Chapani Matebula just will show you just a glimpse of what's really transpired here. In your visuals, you should be seeing a vehicle that was swept away by heavy rains during a flash floods here on the eve of Christmas. That means it was Sunday, and then later on the very early morning of the Christmas day, a lot of damage was caused. Let me talk to one of the persons who has been involved with SABC as well as the rescue teams here in the area of Nambit, so that you get just an overview of what's really transpired here, because what we got is that 6 people have already been confirmed dead. Police have been able to recover 6 bodies of people, and then 10 are still missing. But to take us through about what really transpired, we've got a local councillor, Mr. Xolani Zwane. If I can just invite you, sir, just tell us about what is it that you know so far about the events that unfolded here on Christmas Eve up to the early morning of Christmas.
Greetings to you and the viewers at home. On the evening of the Christmas, what happened, there was the flash flood that occurred. In fact, Ward 22, Alfred Duma in Ladysmith, experienced such tragedy where many people lost their lives, of which amongst them were living on the caravan park, which is upstream there by Umbobondatu. And yesterday we're also up and running in this site, and we have the rescue teams, the Alimdad, all K9 unit subs were here also trying to discover the bodies. Fortunately enough, 6 are said to be discovered, but there are still people that are missing again. On the caravan park there were people also residing around that area, of which they've lost everything. They've lost everything, they've got nothing. They've lost all their belongings because the height in which the water, the level in which the water was, it was in the very unexplainable manner. And right now we are here. The rescue team also is still moving down. They are upstream there, moving downstream. There are family members also here that are also in search of their family members also that have lost their lives.
Thanks a lot, Sam, for your thoughts. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks. That's Mr. Zwane, who's a local councillor in the Alfred Duma municipality that is in Ladysmith. Let's just talk to the mayor now, because he's also been involved in the rescue operations, working with SABC as well as K9 units. Since the start of this tragedy, they've been on the ground helping those people who have been in distress. 6 of people have already been confirmed to have died in this tragedy, and that 10 are still missing. But Mr. Mayor, Mr. Zama, SABC is going to tell us more details. As your local councillor was saying that a number of people or households, they've lost everything. Talk us through about some of the assistance, humanitarian aid that has been, you have been pushing in order to help those in need.
Greetings to you, greetings to your viewers. Yes, a day before yesterday, something unusual, very painful happened here, where people were swept away by the river. Some of them were swept from the caravan park. Those who were staying in the caravan park lost everything, all their belongings. People were left with what they had on their bodies. As of yesterday, together with the local councillor, Honorable Councillor Zwane and Alimtat Foundation, we relocated people from the caravan park to the Limit Hill Community Hall, where they will be receiving things like food, blankets and clothing. So far, Alimtat is helping us with that in terms of food and blankets. Currently, we are on the ground looking for the bodies that have not been discovered. As of sunset yesterday, 6 bodies were discovered, and about 10 are still missing. So our rescue teams are still on the ground, and the family members, as you can see, people moving up and down the stream are still on the ground looking for the bodies that have not been discovered.
We know that this is not the first time, perhaps could be the first time here on this Bellspread River that has burst its banks that this tragedy has happened, because a number of times whenever floods, the town or city of Nambit is always underwater. In trying to mitigate the impact of the floods, have you tried working with the national as well as the district and the provincial government in order to prevent further flooding, the impact of the flooding in future perhaps?
No, to be precise, it's for the first time something like this happens here. Usually it's the Klip River that floods the town, which was being caused by the valves that were dysfunctional. But for now, the town has not been flooded. This whole tragedy was caused by the overflowing of the Bellspread, which is the stream that was standing on the bridge of. So this is happening for the first time. I'm seeing it for the first time, this stream doing all this damage that it has done. But with regard to the flooding of the town, we have put on 11 new valves to ensure that when the river overflows, it doesn't come back to the town. So far, so good with the Klip River and the town flooding.
And also tell us about the efforts that you are still trying to locate the bodies that are still remaining. You said 10 of them are still missing.
Yes, we are relying mainly on the SABC police as the municipality. And we are happy to report that they are on the ground. At 2 o'clock today, our disaster team led by Mr. Simelane will be meeting with the provincial police leadership to discuss the issue of the helicopter, because we feel that we need the helicopter. You know, people, as like yesterday, people walked down up until they reached Klip River. We suspect that some bodies may have been taken by this stream to the Klip River, which will make it difficult to locate them. So hence we are in need of the helicopter.
Are you also working with the national government or even the provincial one?
Yes, we are working with the provincial government, with the departments like Kokta. The MEC for Kokta will be here tomorrow. Our district SABC police are in contact with the provincial leadership, so we are working with the provincial department.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. That's Mr. Zama, SABC. As I'm letting in Babu Japan, just to let you see some of the visuals of the tragedy that struck here on the Christmas Eve, resulting in the death of the confirmed death of 6 people who have already been, their bodies have already been recovered, and 10 are still missing. As we've heard the mayor Zama SABC saying that they're now trying to seek an assistance of the helicopter that will have an aerial view of the whole stream, because they do suspect that the bodies could have been at the Klip River now, which is down further from us here in this area of Nambiti. Well, we are told that out of the 16 people that were swept away by the flash floods here, 9 were in one bakkie. traveling here on the N11, and people and the rescue teams were able to only recover 3 bodies from that bakkie which was carrying 9 people, and that there was one household at Caravan Park. There were 3 people inside, or 3 occupants. The rescue teams only managed to recover the body of 1 person, and there was another bakkie or bantam that was driving through this area. They've only found 1 occupant inside, and the other one is still missing. And then there was another one in a sedan. There were 2 occupants in that sedan, but the rescue teams only found 1 person deceased inside that sedan. So at the moment, that's why we still have 10 people who are missing, and the 6 have already been confirmed dead because they've already recovered their bodies. As the rescue, efforts and also the search efforts are still continuing. There's a hope amongst some of the residents that they will not be finding other people who have not been counted to the 16 that have been swept away. And quite a number of people are saying that they were also in distress in this area at Mnambithi. But I must also make a mention that there was no mention of any other people getting injured in this tragedy.